Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Hope you're all well. It is Thursday, December 19th, and it is 5:08 p.m. I just got out of the office, and it was a good day today. Good day at the office. Good day just personally, so all's well over here, you know, and as always, wishing nothing but the same for you guys as well. There's a good chance that this might be the last video for a little while. We'll see what happens, of course. I'm very open and optimistic about everything. But so this was my last day in the office for the year, so I definitely want to make a video. So Friday I'll be working from home tomorrow, and then obviously the weekend's the weekend, and then the next 2 weeks I have no work. I took off. I'm on, vacation technically, so hence there won't be any car talk videos for a little while. Again, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll make some other form of video for the first time, which could be really cool and exciting. But yeah, at least in terms of getting a video where I talk to you guys on my way home from work, this is gonna be the last one for a few weeks. So yeah, I just want to mention that, and let's see if there's anything else I want to mention. No, nothing's really coming to mind. So again, like I mentioned, today was a good day. Had some good thoughts, and my thought for today's video going into this is I had some pretty interesting and honestly some pretty deep thoughts of all times pretty early in the morning, and I thought that'd be good to talk about. They're thoughts that they're not the first time I've been having them, but I think they would be good to toss out to you guys, see if some spaghetti sticks to the wall, and yeah, it's kind of stuff that puts you on the edge of a rabbit hole. So why not? Let's see what happens if I toss this stuff out there and I end up going down a rabbit hole. So let's do it. Let's find out together. So that being said, this morning, I woke up and did a pretty grueling exercise, one that really squeezed a lot out of me, physically and mentally. So that being said, it was a really good workout. Got through it, didn't die. Good workout today. And what's always really cool about doing hard workouts is that you get such a high when you're done and finished with it, and you can look back and say, like, that sucked, but I did it, and I'm proud of myself for doing it, and I love myself and I respect myself 1% more for doing what I just did and putting myself through that. And the result of that is, you feel really good about not only yourself, but just really about the world around you. Again, you kind of catch like a pretty decent high, a pretty decent buzz from it all. And for me, it always just leads to very, very good thoughts. And what I was thinking about after my workout that I did was, I was looking out my window, and it was early in the morning, and then it's December 19th. We're about a week away from Christmas, so it's pretty dark, and the weather indicates that it's pretty cold as well. And so I'm kind of just chilling out, relaxing, enjoying and riding the high from the workout, and I'm looking out the window, and I'm kind of thinking to myself, it's cold and it's dark out. And then I was starting to think, like, is it cold? Is it dark? like what even is cold and what even is dark. And I kind of had a moment where I realized that it's not cold or dark, it just is. Hopefully you're following along a little bit, but it wasn't cold or dark out this morning. It just was. And it's not cold or dark out right now making this video. It just is. Like, not to say that, you know, the world and life is meaningless, but it is a blank canvas. You know, when you're brought into the world and your life begins here, it's literally a void of nothingness in, you know, a good way, and it really is a blank canvas. And your canvas is painted by you and your thoughts and your beliefs. And that's the way it is. You know, and whether you're aware of that and conscious of that, you know, that's another issue, maybe a different topic for another video, but yeah, that short little series of thoughts this morning, it kind of really got me thinking. And again, it's not my first time talking and thinking about this kind of stuff, but it really did click with me pretty substantially this morning, that the world, and especially our lives, is really nothing more than a product of our thoughts. And it's all just shaped with our thoughts. And it's all just in our thoughts and in our mind and in our head. You know, thoughts, they're the origin of everything, you know, in this world and in our life. It all, like, everything you see, from things that are man-made to even things that aren't man-made, that are entirely created by nature and other things, like, they all originated by thought, or they were all defined by thought. And that's how we live. We live our life in our world, which we've created with and only with our thoughts and beliefs. You know, our thoughts and beliefs have literally created and shaped and put definitions on every little thing in our life and in our world. Like, literally, I'm sitting in this car, talking to this camera, driving home from work to my home, and everything concerning that, you know, between that and outside of that, it's literally all been giving definitions and meaning by myself and my thoughts and my beliefs. You know, it's all been giving definitions and meaning by my mind. You know, and it doesn't just apply to the weather. When I say, you know, it's not dark, it's not cold, it just is, it literally applies to everything, you know? Like, everything, it's all literally just a blank canvas is kind of the best way that I can think to put it right now. And you're the one with the paintbrush and the swatch. Like, you are the artist. You are the creator of everything. And I think think that's a very empowering thing. And it's a very empowering thing to not only tell myself, but to tell you guys as well. Because again, like a lot of people today, they aren't really aware and conscious of this kind of stuff. You don't often hear people like me saying these kind of things that often. And honestly, I think they should be spoken of more often. And I'm very grateful because we're living in a time where I feel that stuff like this is, being realized more by people, because we have so much access to knowledge and information and wisdom at our fingertips. Like, we really do live in the most abundant time in human history as it stands. And, more and more people every day are taking advantage of that and leveraging that to, just live the best life they can with the time that they have here. But yeah, and you can kind of connect it to, I know I kind of made a recent video in the past about this, but you can kind of connect all this to, talking about how life is technically a simulation, because, your thoughts and beliefs, shape your life and your world. And if my thoughts and beliefs are different from your thoughts and beliefs, and we live in the same world, then by definition, my world is going to look completely and entirely different compared to your world. So that then means, continuing on this thought, that we're all just living in our own simulations and in our own realities. It doesn't mean when I say life is a simulation that we're all hooked up to some computer or machine and, where it's like the movie The Matrix. Sorry if I spoiled anything, but, that's not exactly what I mean. What I mean is that, we're, through our thoughts and beliefs and really just the inner workings of our mind, we are projecting really images and kind of like more holograms into our physical reality, in our physical world, in our physical life. That's what I kind of mean when I say that life is a simulation and the world is a simulation. Again, I don't mean it to be like a very like limiting or like negative way of seeing things. I see it as a very empowering thing, because it means that you are not the victim of the world and your life and your circumstances and your past and everything that I'm forgetting to mention. Like, you truly, truly, truly are the captain, the leader, and really just the creator of everything within and surrounding your life and your world. You are, just like me, you are at the driving wheel, You are in control of everything in your life and in your world, because you're the one that is in control of your mind and your thoughts and your beliefs and your reactions and your emotions and your actions. You literally have control of every single thing in your life and in your world, because you and you alone are in control of your thoughts. And your thoughts are what ultimately and foundationally shape and control your life and your world and your experience. So it's definitely confusing at first, but it's so it's so empowering, and to me it's such a beautiful thing that, again, it's kind of been kept in the dark for so long. And I've started to realize it more and more recently, and I feel like so many others around me, and just really society in general itself is starting to realize it more and more, and accept it, and embrace it, and I'm so excited for the world which lies ahead for all of us. I really do feel that we're starting to enter a new age, if you will, a second, say, golden age, or renaissance, or whatever it is you want to call it. We're starting to enter some very new and some very abundant and prosperous world and society and humanity, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it right now. I'm so thankful, I'm so fortunate, I'm so grateful, I'm so lucky. I'm just so happy to be here, man. That's really all it is. I'm just happy to be here. So I hope you are too, after all that said. But yeah, I honestly feel like I got that message pretty well across. We'll see if I come back to it, but yeah, I think if you're gonna just take one thing from all this, it's really just to be aware of your thoughts, and just know that you have control over your thoughts, and you can either have good thoughts or bad thoughts, and you get to choose, because you're the one in control. So if you have the choice of having good thoughts, which will manifest themselves into good lives, or bad thoughts, which will manifest themselves equally into bad lives, if you have the choice between the two, and you have full control and influence over everything, why not choose good? Why not choose the side of good? That's something that, again, I've been becoming more and more aware of, and I've been practicing and applying to my life more and more, and just to put it simply, the results have been astounding so far. And the best part is that I know it's just going to get better and better and better. So yeah, just want to share that thought with you as well. Yeah, because you are worthy. You're worthy, you're able, and you're ready for all the good in this world, and in this life, and in this universe. You're ready for it all, because you deserve it, as we all do. So yeah, I might leave all that there. I think that's a pretty good spot to end it on. And we can have a little fun with this last car talk video for a few weeks. We can have a little fun with this, and we can branch off into another topic, which I thought we could also talk about a little. And I think it would be kind of interesting to talk about this whole drone situation. If I'm not one to read the newspaper or listen to the radio or watch the news, but you can't help but not be aware of this whole kind of drone, I guess, epidemic, if you want to call it that. And especially for me, because where I live, honestly, my area, and even just my town specifically, it's kind of been like a hub, which is kind of crazy for all this drone activity, really since the very start. So it's been something that I've been kind of in the middle of this whole time, and I feel like it'd be good to talk to you guys about. Sorry, there's a line of cars going across, but I figured it would be something good to talk to you guys about because it's kind of interesting at the very least. You know, it's interesting because there's a lot of different opinions and beliefs and viewpoints surrounding it all, and you know, of course, we can all learn from each other, but you know, again, using that, we can all shape our belief into more of what we most resonate with, and believe and align with. So I guess just a disclaimer, I haven't had any personal experiences with drones, at least as of, you know, now, this moment. I'm very curious about it. I'm very open about it and optimistic about it. I honestly would like to have a personal experience with, you know, a drone or, you know, multiple drones, but it just hasn't happened yet. So all good. But I am extremely curious about it. I'm not scared of it at all. I guess before I get deeper in, I should give a little more background. There's these mysterious drones is the best way to describe them that have been seen by many people over the past few weeks. We don't, like, the ordinary people don't know what they are, like the general public doesn't know what they are or what it is. Local governments don't have an answer, and you know, the way it is right now, even like the federal governments don't really have much of answers that they're giving us right now either. So we're all kind of in this mysterious time, if you want to call it that. It's this whole big gray area that we're in right now. And again, it kind of just opens the door for a lot of opinions and beliefs and speculations and all that, so it's pretty cool. But, you know, for me at least, like, some people may be scared of them because they don't know what they are and they perceive it as a threat. You know, some people think it's just kids with, you know, their drones. Some people think it's, you know, foreign nations. Some people think it's our own government. Some people think it's, you know, aliens. Again, there's a lot of beliefs and opinions circling around, but no matter what they are, even with all those beliefs and opinions, I'm not scared of it all. If anything, I'm very curious and I'm very optimistic and I'm very embracing of it all. You know, if you ask me my personal viewpoint, I like to think that it's, you know, aliens and extraterrestrials. You know, that may sound a little bit odd to you, but you know, that's just me. That's just what I think and what I believe. And you know, with that, like, even with my belief that, you know, we're dealing with, you know, some aliens and some extraterrestrial contact here, I'm not scared of it. I'm not fearful of it. Again, I'm very curious and optimistic and embraceful of it. Again, I really think it would be really cool if I had my own personal, you know, experience or interaction with one of these drones. You know, I've heard stories from, you know, people I know and with their whole experience, and their stories are pretty wild, and it kind of gets me a little excited to see if anything is gonna, you know, happen to me with one of these things, you know. So I'm very open and curious about it, and really just, again, optimistic. So we'll see what happens, you know. And unfortunately, like, most of these encounters and experiences happen like after or around like 8 p.m. And, you know, just with me and the way that my daily schedule works, you know, I'm up very early in the morning and I'm in bed, honestly, pretty early at night. So I kind of miss the window. So you know, we'll see what happens. Sometimes I stay up later than I normally do, but normally I'm not, you know, outside at that window of time. But, you know, we'll see what happens, especially with this weekend coming up and, you know, some plans I have. We'll see what happens. And again, I'm very open and curious and optimistic about it all. But yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents about that. And you know, I think if you're just gonna pull one message and one lesson from all that, it's that you know, whatever may happen to you, concerning you or around you, or just whatever you happen to experience or be a part of, you know, don't be fearful of it, because what good does that do? You know, life every day will give you whatever it has to give, and from there you just, you know, work with whatever you got, and you make every day a good day. You know, you find some way each and every day to make every day a good day with what life has to give you that day. And so yeah, that's just kind of what I'm doing right now, what I encourage you guys to do as well. But yeah, don't be fearful. You know, you have the choice and you have the power to be positive and to be powerful. So, you know, do it. Yeah, so I'm pretty close to home now. Like I said, gonna be the last car talk video for a few weeks. You know, taking some time off work, and it's the holiday season, so I haven't said it yet, but you know, happy holidays. You know, I got some plans to, you know, enjoy the holidays and spend time with family and friends, and you know, try to do that as much as I can before I go back to work. And you know, just wish you guys nothing but the best wishes in this time of the year. And yeah, if this shirt looks a little familiar, this was the shirt that started this whole channel. And you know, look what happened again. The magic that's weaved into these fabrics has produced another great video today. So just remember that there's a lot more to it than you think. Remember to ask me questions, leave me comments, suggestions, whatever you got, let me hear it. Remember that I'm always rooting for you guys. I'm always in your corner, cheering you on. And yeah, just remember that you become what you think, and your thoughts shape your life and your world. And your thoughts are very powerful, to say the least. So be aware of them, you know, watch your thoughts. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good and everything else. Again, happy holidays. Enjoy life, enjoy yourself, enjoy those around you, and with that, we will talk soon. Bye.